had a heart for vulnerable communities, and as we just looked around, we looked at this community, and God, I think, pulled on our heartstrings, and we thought, yeah, this is where we want to be.
The Abbey Ward, as it's called, or we call it the Monks Road area, it's very diverse. There are quite a few young professionals, there are elderly people who've been here for years and years and have grown up here. There's a high population of Polish people and people from other Eastern European countries. And there are high levels, unfortunately, of crime. And in the government statistics, we fall into the bottom 5% on quite a lot of areas, unfortunately. Building community is so important and is so on God's heart. We really just wanted to make sure that community and a sense of family underpinned everything that we did. We had quite a few parties, and right from the beginning the DNA really was to be welcoming, and that relationship was the key. It wasn't task orientated, it was relationship driven, and I guess if that's our DNA, then other people sort of pick up on that and then it's replicated.
When we moved into the area, we didn't intentionally think, right, let's start a church. To be honest, it was what I like to phrase a happy accident, and what we really wanted was not just to replicate yet another church providing probably similar things, but really engage with people who just wouldn't find themselves naturally engaging with church, who probably have no experience of Christianity, or maybe even negative experiences of church and Christianity, and looking at a more incarnational and relational way of engaging with people and helping them to enter the kingdom.
I am a different person because of what Jesus has done in my life since I've been baptised and became a Christian 4 years ago. I've become more peaceful, happier and a lot more cheerful.
8 years ago I moved into the YMCA. Then I heard 2 people speaking about this church. I thought, yeah, that'd be just nice for me to come along, so I did. I got baptised 5.5 years ago, and that's when I changed.
Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Ben.
The personal cost is part of starting a fresh expression. I think that with anything that God asks you to do, there's often a flip side to it. I think that for family, for marriage, and for things that maybe you wildly dream or hope for, sometimes you have to be willing just to trust God that things will be okay even when it doesn't seem like it. But again, I just think it is so worth it to see other people come to know God.
These are people and not projects. If you see planting or starting a church or engaging in a fresh expression as a strategic agenda, I think you're doomed from the start. This is God's initiative, it's about His kingdom, and all He wants us to do is just be faithful and obedient, and ultimately, you know, it's the long-term process. And sometimes you've got your hand on the plough and you're just getting your head down, and sometimes you think, what the chuff are we doing here? Is any of this making a difference? And then being part of a wider church is great because you get people come in and say, wow, there's been such a transformation in this person's life, and because you're walking day in, day out in relationship with that person, you don't see it. And it's great sometimes having other people coming in and saying, this group or this community is completely changed, and then you think, oh wow, yeah, it has actually, I didn't notice that.